Yeah, and I thought actually at the start of the week that this was the best chance for Great Britain to win a gold medal. So the two already covered. The mixed Coxed 4 about to take place. Sean alongside me. Sean, Pam Relf is the reason why I thought that this was a good chance of a goal, because she convinced me that the 4 that's lining up here, compared to the 4 that won the gold in London, is superior.
You said they were fitter and faster and stronger, and that's exactly what we think they all are today. But I called it in that pairs there. They were amazing. I think we can go all out. Three goals. I think you were on the money for that.
Yeah, I think 3 goals might be quite handy. I think they're underway in the mixed Coxed 4 final. They will be very soon. Looking forward to seeing how our 4 are going to go. Coxed by Ollie James alongside James Fox, Dan Brown, Pam Relf, and of course Grace Clough completing the lineup. Let's join our commentators Anna-Marie and Ollie once more.
There you see them lined up at the start for this final on the Rio Paralympic Regatta, and it is lane 4 you want to be watching. That is Great Britain. You see them there: Grace Clough, Dan Brown, Pam Relf, James Fox, Coxed by Ollie James. South Africa in 1, that's on the far right of your screen. Germany in 2. Watch out for the US in 3. They've got a young, completely rebuilt team for this. Canada in 5 and China in 6 as they get underway. Alongside me again, Anna-Marie Phelps. Now, as we were just saying, the Great Britain team here, undefeated in so long. They're the 2012 Paralympic champions. They've won world title after world title. This was the one that people were thinking about at the start of the day before all the other heroics.
Yeah, so no pressure on them at all now, is there?
Well, how will they deal with that? How will they deal with having seen what's happened before?
They will have tried to keep themselves as focused as possible on their boat. I mean, I know when I used to row east on the water, you would really kind of not want to know what other crews were doing. You might see them, you might hear a bit, but you try and focus on your race, and they'll have a race plan that they're going out to do, and that's where their minds will be on that.
Now, watch the USA in 3 in the middle of your picture here, because the US are one of the big challengers to Great Britain. They were 6th at London 2012, but they rebuilt the team after that. Dorian Webber is the only remaining member of that team, and they're getting stronger. So they only had 6 rowers trying out for their boat in 2013. That was up to 17 at trials in 2014, and it's only getting stronger since then. They have a narrow early lead here after 250. There's barely a 1/10 of a second in it so far. USA in 1, Britain 2nd, and it's Canada around about a 1.5 seconds back for 3rd. So already looking, Anna-Marie, like it could be between lane 3 the US, lane 4 Great Britain.
Yeah, and I think that's what we expected, really, looking at the heats. The US have definitely gone out hard, but the British crew will have their push. If they stick to their race plan now, they just need to not let the US get away from them.
And Britain are coming back, so we're through 500 now, and Britain have assumed the lead here in the mixed Coxed 4s. They've got around about a 0.7 of a second advantage over the US. So Britain in 4, pushing hard, trying to capture another Paralympic gold medal. They won in 2012. They are the winners of so many world titles. Pam Relf, in particular, Anna-Marie, has been here throughout, driving this crew forward.
She has. She's a real leader in this boat, and she'll have the real experience to take them over the line. They need to hold their heads now while they're under pressure from the US and just keep it really lovely and long, and I think that's what they'll do.
It's a quicker race because there are more people in the boat, so here they come now through 250 to go. And it is Great Britain still holding that lead. They've pushed it out as well. Now you can see that Great Britain are starting to pull away with this just a little bit as we head into this final 200 or so meters. They're 1.8 seconds up on the US, Canada in 3rd, Germany in 4th, and Great Britain doing everything they can to hold on to this advantage. Them in lane 4 in the boat, just pulling ahead, as you can see in the bottom right of your picture here. The US behind them in lane 3, and this is looking very, very good for a 3rd Paralympic gold medal from 4 finals this morning. It is Great Britain. It is Grace Clough, Dan Brown, Pam Relf and James Fox, with Cox, Ollie James pushing towards this finish line, and it is gold again.
Fantastic.
Britain's mixed Coxed 4 make it 3 Paralympic titles at the Rio Regatta. The celebrations begin again, and Great Britain rule the waves in Rio.
What a fantastic finish for the team, and I think taking, you know, a medal of any colour in all the events and making the final in all the events at something like the Paralympic Games is amazing. But 3 golds, you know, Tom Dyson and Nick Baker, the coaches of that team, should be immensely proud of the work that they've done with those athletes.
more delight for the British fans who have packed out the stands at Lagoa. And look at what it means to that British 4 to put another Paralympic gold medal on the board. People are used to seeing the Olympic regatta as being somewhere where British boats are dominant, and of course they were the best crew at the Olympics here last month. But the Paralympic regatta, it's always been Britain and China in the past. Britain have 3 gold medals from 2 paras. China have 3 gold medals from 2 paras, and it's Britain who have dominated everything here in Rio. 4 medals from 4 events, and gold again. Great Britain in 1. The United States, their nearest challengers, but really comfortably beaten in 2. And Canada with Paralympic bronze.
Well, Tom Dillon, the lead coach for British